What are you doing, Ocotlan? Wake up! Don't you recognize us?
Have you played Pokemon games?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. Oh, careful! He's not himself!
Yo, Yubi, welcome to the stream.
Ocotlan!
So, he thinks we're a big monster? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Give me your worst! Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe! Mom, Dad, we're gone. This is my final battle! Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like that. Wretched monsters. Give me... Look, Ocotlan! That's your father! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
I'm fine.
देखा है Pokemon
Please,
TV? हाँ देखा तो
don't
है
hurt my
मैंने.
son.
Welcome दे दो.
He's just trying to
I will.
protect his home.
But what should we do now? He keeps calling us monsters. We're big...
Ocotlan.
Abyssal corrosions 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Captain.
That voice!
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power.
Welkin
causes
is a top up in
irreversible
this
mental trauma
game.
in most
जिससे
people.
हम wish कर सकते हैं. ऐसा gacha game ना.
The exact presentation will vary
By the way,
according
how are
to
you?
trauma
I'm good.
level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option.
Actually इसकी आवाज़ तो
why we
है.
developed
अच्छा
the
लगा.
drought
अगर
of
मुझे
lucidity.
लगेगा कि नहीं होगा
The
then I will
draft
buy
of
it.
lucidity?
Possible.
It's a kind
Nice.
of medicine that can dispel the
लेकिन
psychological
you
impact
गुरी
of
भाई
the abyss.
मेरे
The
को बताओ
treatment
आपके
comes
पास
with
अभी
severe
कितने
side effects, including chronic
कितने वो हैं
migraines for the rest of the
wishes
patient's
हैं
life.
so that I can tell you
So,
आपको
it's
लेना है
reserved
या
for the
नहीं
worst
because उन
cases.
एकदम आप
This
वेलकन
man
बाय
is a
करके
devoted warrior, one
नहीं ले
not
सकते ना
easily
like वो तो
swayed from
30 days
battle.
में पूरा
That
कंप्लीट
is
मिलता है हमें
precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination.
तो पहले से लेना so that उतनी wishes collect हो जाएं उसके बैनर अंदर
If you trust me to be true to my word,
या उसके बैनर
give
जाने
him
दो.
this.
What is this?
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst! It's either your end or mine! Hurry! He's awake!
मेरी बैग में डाल दिया था पॉकेट में.
Give him the draft. In his mind, all his
Matu.
family and comrades are gone,
Matu.
and only enemies remain.
Dad,
There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing it.
आ 10 wishes हैं और 6 के पे में उससे wishes कलेक्ट करके देखो कितनी हो रही है शॉप में जाके और कितनी की पिटी है ये
What's
भी
going
देखकर.
on? My head hurts. I just had the strange. It's all right, my boy. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son.
For just Capitano is
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're well. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank
पट्टी हो
goodness
रही
everything
है
turned out
पिटी
all
कितनी है गुरी भाई बाय वेलकन when Chas come mommy have 10 days if you want to pull for a song later
think nothing of it. I agreed to offer. Besides,
Right! When we were with Moe,
that's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natland 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time
अब ये
passed,
पिटी क्या होता है मैं
I
बताती हूँ.
encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens. Oftentimes, just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natland remains unfinished. It may seem difficult to understand, but that name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natland. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home, and I failed to help Natland defeat the Abyss.
that's not your fault. The Abyss is.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will
Like, with the draft of lucidity, who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice.
पूरी भैया wait
In the
Mikoi will
end,
teach you after
He
captain.
even
He stopped
gave
the
himself
epic.
up for a chance at
Yep.
success. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However,
Kara?
some things are better kept secret for now.
What's with the secrets all
Bari
of a
बैठा
sudden?
है.
I'm starting to think we should be more careful.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself. All I can tell you is this. Natland may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land, and that is why my work is...
Well, if it's personal, then we'll.
If you have other questions,
Wait. Hana wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask,
What's
Trevor?
this question?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt.
No way.
Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in
in the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand,
No.
the ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level, but I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable. So, before the final moment truly arrives,
Oh, did something
This is a critical time for you, traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.